So welcome to another book video. Let's excuse the fact that I look a state, but it is, whoa, it's 20 to 8 on Sunday evening and I was meant to film this video a week ago, so here we are. Hair's a little bit wild, but it is washed, so what can you do? I actually just said I think I filmed my last book video in this exact t-shirt, but I don't think I've worn it since then. So I promise I have more clothes than I do washing. I promise. This is the snack of choice. Would you like to reveal yourself?
I'll do a bit of a head pop.
I was like, I need to film BookTube. She's like, okay, I'm going to come sit with you while you do that. I was like, okay. So if you hear chuckling in the background, you know who it is. But yeah, go grab your snacks. Highly recommend this if you've not tried it and the orange one. Grab yourself a cuppa. Fun story, this morning I wanted a mocha from Cafe Nero and I ordered myself a hot chocolate and didn't realise till I was drinking it that I'd ordered the wrong thing. So yeah, go get yourself the drink that you actually want and then let's get into the video. So, can I have a drum roll please for the amount of books I read in May? Yeah, 2. Did this happen in the last video or was it the one before that? Don't know, but I've read 2 books in May and we're now nearly halfway through June. How did that happen? And I have not read a lot in the last week. So first one is Bridget Jones' Diary. I'm still mad about the cover because they don't match the other books I have. Like all the other 3 of the series match and this one doesn't, and I'm mad about it. This book took me longer to read than I thought, but I did enjoy it. It didn't disappoint. A lot of people said that it was very different to the film, but I didn't think it was. I thought it was pretty spot on. It did get a little bit boring towards the end. Just, I think that's because I know like the story from the films. But yeah, this was, I think I gave it like 3 stars. Then, I'm really warm. I read Grace Beverley's book, Working Hard, Hardly Working. This was very hyped up on Instagram, so I wanted to read it like quickly, but I would say it's not that relevant to me right now, so it was a struggle to read, and I think this is the reason why I only read 2 books in May, because I kept pushing myself to read this even though I wasn't really getting a lot out of it. But yeah, it's quite a short book as well. Like, look at the size of that, and it took me like 3 weeks. Disgraceful. If you have a job where it's like different tasks and it's quite independent and you have to get a certain amount of things done and you have like targets and things like that, then this is useful for like, huh?
If you're self-employed.
So for me right now, I'm a dance student. I finished all my theory work, so I don't even have to plan around that. Obviously I'm self-employed for my fitness coaching and stuff. If I did that full time, it probably would be useful to plan. But yeah, we were saying like my main job at the moment is working in a trampoline park, like front of house, and that's just, you go in, you do your job, you serve people that are in front of you and you go home and you don't have to think about it again. And it's not that useful for that kind of productivity because obviously that's just, you don't have to think about it. It's all, there's like a lot of topics that are discussed in the book that are useful to know about even if it doesn't apply to you at the time. I feel like it will apply to you at some point, so there is that. But yeah, I think it's well written and it is a good read, like if it is applicable to you at that time. The third book I was meant to read in May was The Road Trip, and I started it last week and then haven't read all week, so I'm this far through. So it is now on my June TBR, and I do think that I'll finish it quickly once I actually start reading. So I'm going to try and read, what are you doing, an hour of reading?
I'm going to do an hour of reading after. I'm sorting out my bookmarks. This is a reminder to sort out your bookmarks.
On your computer. So Hannah's going through all her bookmarks and we've just found an old Tumblr account. If you had Tumblr, leave me a comment because I feel like only a very specific amount of people and a specific type of person had Tumblr. And yeah, I keep getting notifications on my email that people are following me on Tumblr and I'm like, I don't know, I had multiple Tumblr accounts, I don't know what any of them are called, I can't log into any of them, it's highly stressful, I don't know if they're exposing, I don't know if you can relate them back to me, like Tumblr is a stressful time. So yeah, that's reminded me, you finding that has literally reminded me to like try and log into Tumblr.
It's stressful.
Tumblr is stressful. Anyway, The Road Trip. This is my first TBR, no, yeah, the first book on my TBR for June. I feel like I'm talking really fast in this video. Next up, I'm gonna read The Dance Cure. This I picked up, if you watched my Waterstones haul a couple of videos ago, I picked up literally on the whim. It's quite a small book. It's by a former professional dancer turned dance psychologist, and they've like spent a long time researching what dance does for us, why it makes us feel how it makes us feel, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's just basically research, so I'm excited to find out what dance is doing for me. If you watched my last vlog, which went up today for me, so probably the last video, there is a new independent bookstore in Leicester called, this is their Instagram, focus.
You just tapped on my
yeah,
phone.
I did. Focus. Okay. I was like, focus. You're about to DM them, there you go. If you want to follow them. I got Jojo Moyes' Night Music. I'd actually never heard of this book before. It's the cutest little bookstore, and this is what I came back with. It's quite a chunky book, so I feel like I'll probably start it when I have finished class. Well, I've kind of finished classes already, but that's another story. When I've like officially finished uni for the year, I'll probably start this one, and then it will be summer and I'll be able to ramp up the book reading again. I want to know how many books I read last summer when I went home, because I was getting through like multiple a week at that point, and I want to do that again. So I'm currently on my Goodreads book target for the year is set to 30, and I think I'm currently on like 17. So I know we are like about halfway through the year, so I am about halfway through, but last year I read a lot more in the second half of the year than the first, so if I do that again I'm gonna go way over. But yeah, that's the plan. So these are the 3 books I'm reading in June. I might even squeeze out another one, who knows. I do have, how many of them there have I not read? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 more books to read on the shelf, and 1 more down here, 7, and then the rest of the Bridget Jones series, which is like 3 more. So what's that, like 10? I can probably get those done like this year, and then I need to buy more books. We need to go to the charity shop.
Yes, we do.
Book charity shop again. If you didn't watch the charity shop book haul I did back in October?
Yeah.
September? Last year sometime, I came back with so many books and I need to go back and get more, basically. That is my June TBR and my extensive May wrap up, and that is the end of this video. So if you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up. If you're not already, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications by clicking the little bell icon, and I will see you next month for another book video, or next week for another non-book video. Bye!